That's embarrassing. Alright. It's time again for the auction included. Let's see if I can see here something. And what else is going on? This is a chat. Very good. And we are going to resume the game. So today is the day, you guys. Today is the wheel spin. So if you're not registered yet, I see Toothless is registered, Matka is registered, I am registered. Everybody register here. I'm gonna paste this link. And then you get the chance to win a free Steam game, which would be fantastic. There's also a slight chance you're gonna win 500 euro or dollars, depending where you're from. And that could also be great, right? But this is the link. Register, and sometime during the stream, I'm going to spin this wheel. It's gonna be fantastic. Where is it? Maybe I can whip it up already. It is over here. Should I do it in its own little window? I think yes. Video capture device? No, that is the doggy cam. Display capture? That is more like it. So this is the wheel, and I'm going to spin it. But before I'm gonna spin it, I'm gonna let you gonna try and learn to speak. How about that? And then people can still register. I don't know. If you want me to spin it now, I'm gonna maybe spin it now. But before I spin it, I'm going to not participate here. I'm going to cancel my participation, and that will then simulate me winning and giving my win to somebody of my viewers, which is fantastic. Spin it at the end of it, says Matka. That is a good idea. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So let's minimize this thing and maximize the auction not included. Good. So good to be back. I've been in town, but now in front of the computer again. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what is going on here? Of course, the Niobium Tamer. Mr. Niobium Tamer here. Taming all the Niobium is, of course, broken again. Hold on, we can fix this. That's why we're here. That's why we have a duplicate there for maintenance, and they're coming. Let's take this out real quick. I know they're wounded and everything, but let's get it going. Yes, we're doing stuff there, which will even freeze more. And that is the thing here. So we're going to build it and see if it then freezes again or not. Could be exciting. Do you live in Europe or somewhere else, says Matka? I live in Europe. I do live in Europe. Currently. I had the vacation stream from the United States. Was looking for a new home, but the property prices skyrocketed. Past 2 years it was horrible, and it is just too much. I'm not going to pay $125,000 for a property that is worth maybe 50, because that is about how it goes. Get down there. You're gonna get scolded again. Good. Also, dig this out right now because the thing is erupting. Right, hopefully they're not gonna get wrecked. Thing is erupting. Wait a minute, maybe you can cancel the... Oh, why don't you just do what I tell you to do? These duplicates. Tell you what. Dig here first, then dig there. But come on, let's get it going. I won't be able to see your streams as much because school's starting for me, says Matka. Alright, alright. Alright. That's fine. Just, if you miss me, check out the Fiverr archives on the YouTubes. It is fine. Good. We're gonna dig this out. And that as well. Come on, dude. Get it going. And they changed their mind. Alright, it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it like that. You will miss the streams? That is nice to hear. Of course, is a negative, so it's not very nice to hear, but I'm flattered. I'm flattered as all... flattered as all heck. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's fine. I have many streams. So during the day, I'm sure you can tune in sometime. Maybe to a different time of day, I don't know. Or maybe just for 5 minutes. Is all good. Is all fine. Right, scolding from what? Let's put them in the triage cot. And then we're gonna see if this is working out. If we're very unlucky, this will not liquefy. If we're very unlucky. That is good news, Matka. That is good news. So what if we were to just move these all to somewhere else? I wish I could move them actually into the cooling loop. Hold on. Can I not build something? Nope. It's too late. I cannot build anything here. Why did it solidify? I was introducing a new temperature here by bringing apparently 25 key of niobium. So I'm hoping if this just is a lot, then it will be good. But I might be wrong. So 1.2 cycles we have time to figure this out. If we dig this all out and move everything over here, then it might not be bad if it spills over. Thing is, here's another 100 key of temperature. And if the niobium rises, this is bad. So if I dig this out and dig it all out, then that all will solidify again when the spillage happens. It's just a bit rough. Alright, come on, duplicant. Please help out. This is top priority, you should be doing it, man. But he's not. Is it forbidden? It is forbidden. Let's allow. And they're still not doing it. Good, let's look at something else then. Here's a mess. Let's mop it up. That mess can stay. This mess has to go. Good. We're building another exploration rocket. It's completely fueled up, so I hope no red balls are shooting. And no red balls are shooting. Good. Let's look at the inside. Interior, how far are we? There is still work to do. But I don't see any errands. Do not see any errands. No idea. Good. Did the duplicate decide to go here now? Yes, they did. Let's dig this out. It's melting now. Good. Let's try and get the meltage going. But man, this hot niobium. Maybe temporary storage over here, but I'm so scared. Or a dip down here. Could also be nice. I don't know. No, I don't want to mess with this. Good. And now run. And if that didn't work. Good. Oh no, not the autosave now. While I'm... Let's press the spacebar. Stupid. Alright. Let's dig this out right now. And then dig that out right now. It's going to keep doing its solidification dance. But maybe not. Maybe we're good. Why is this super duper high priority? Good. It's going to erupt in 0.9 cycles. Hopefully everything will liquefy again. 45 degrees hydrosensor. Might also liquefy. And might solidify and kill the whole thing. Well, if it gets killed, it gives me the opportunity to deconstruct this ladder here, which I don't want anyhow. Could be good. So what about this niobium there? 27 degrees. Good. This all needs to be done. And why is nobody going here? I suspect we cannot reach it. Yeah, we cannot reach it, probably. It's fine. Everything is in. We're good. Let's go down there. And I'm sure now is reachable for some reason. It wasn't before. Maybe this tile is not walkable. But even then, why don't they go here? And am I missing something over here? Can I not go over there is the problem. Maybe. Let's see if I can get an errand now. Duplicate operation. Building us up a note. Come in, go here. Can I define the crew? Could be the issue. Let's say Shorshi goes here and put them in. See if they go. Shorshi, where are you? Over here. Good. My, by the way, my RimWorld run died. And that's not good. Do I not have, yes, here I have a text. And that thing is gone again. Give it to me, give it to me. Here it is. Right, so are we going inside? We're going inside, that's nice. Fat Cat says, auction not included. Wonder who discovered that. Well, right now Shorsha is discovering it. This is a vacuum and they cannot breathe. And they should be working here. But they're not. Maybe it has something to do with materials. What do I have? Lead. Hopefully somebody is gonna build it. Priority. Oh no, don't go inside of here. That's why I built the door. You can leave, but you cannot enter. Good. And they messed it up. But that is alright. Fatcat says, great to see you. I've been working in the office more, so I haven't been able to be here. That is fine, Fatcat. That is all good. That is all good. I'm sure you've been lurking once in a while or something. Or not. Is all good. Is all fine. Whatever you have time for is alright. But why the heck are the duplicates not coming here and building this? That is crazy. So I had the door open so I can build that one wire. Priority. Construction. Do it. Don't know what is the issue. I want them to build it. So I'm pretty sure they were coming here to build this before, and now they don't. And we have things breaking. Stop the madness over here. No more. No more. And this is overload damage. And I think we fixed that as well. No, we did not. Something here is going on. This is overheat damage, not overload damage. Damage overheating, good. Disable auto repair. We're fine. We are going to not overheat here much. And why is this from granite? This could be from ceramic. Why not? Good. And what's going on here? Overloading. And that was from before, I'm sure. I don't know. Good. Matka says, I didn't even know that ONI was made in 2017. Was it? I thought it was even younger. Oh no. Even older. That's what I thought. So we have an overflow here. That means when we cut this, all the extra oxygen is going to collect here in the oxygen chamber. We can use it when we need it. Good. Otherwise, this is filling up. We should be filling this up, actually. Yeah. Before that, it wasn't included, says that kid. Yep. And before that, it wasn't included. Hey, can they go here? Is there a way to check? Yes, you can switch this to crew. And then you can check if they can go there. So maybe we're out of lead. Maybe we're simply out of materials. No, we're not. Darn it. Fat Cat, are you registered? You registered already. Just use one of your 3 coins that you got there. And then you can do the wheel spin again. And, or not. Do whatever you want. But today is the wheel spin day. And you get the chance again to win a fantastic game. I don't know if you tried out the Mythion, but it sounded intense. And I would try it. But it is an online only game. So I'm not. If I were to win it, I would try it. But I'm not participating in my own wheel spin giveaway. That would be, I don't know, wrong. Probably. Yeah. Good. Another ladder goes here. Just for convenience. And then we're going to deconstruct a building there. Good. Is Shorsha back in the rocket? They are. So it is reachable. Yeah, I know you're suffocating. This is Experiments with George, the title of my next book. But let's rename this here to something else. What was this for? This was the Explorer. The Wexplorer? Sure, why not? The Wexplorer. Right. And all we need to do is build it. Just got in. Thanks for the heads up. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. So why is nobody building this? I have no idea. Maybe we don't have an electricity duplicate. Skills? But if you're curious about the wheel spin, I could just flip the switch here. And there it is. Let's refresh. Boost. And there's 4 participants. Toothless Geek, Matka, Fat Cat, Tubby Bottom, and my own little self. But I'm gonna, of course, cancel my participation before I spin it. That is that. But which duplicant here is able to do the mechatronics engineering on Vegetoni? Shorsha is. So why the heck? And we even have more duplicants able and willing. But it's not doing it for some reason. And enable this. Good. I have no idea. We could send them back in again and see if it's reachable. You can go here and then you can go there. You can go there. This is all reachable. Vegetoni toilets again. This is probably a false alert. Or did somebody steal the sand? No, it's 20 tons of sand. Water sieve is going. Toilets are ready. False alert. False alert. Maybe it was over here? Are we out of water? Nope. The water is coming and recirculating even. Holding the temperature steady. Is all good. What about my oxygen seeds? We have 4 units. Mop this up. Also, let's check out if we have liquids lying around. Barely any. It's very clean here. It's looking fantastic. There is no troubles whatsoever in this colony. That's what I choose to believe. But hold on. Is there nobody here? I'm gonna put this to crew and then I'm gonna click on Shorsha. And then I'm gonna let myself be shown the navigation. And then we're going to find out. Duplicates are allowed or not. We have the lid. I want this to go. I want this to fill up with oxygen. And I want the oxygen to go there again. Shorshi is going inside. First things first. Shorshi, show navigation. Yeah. They can go everywhere and they can reach it. They could even go on the toilet. If it was connected. What the heck is going on? Doesn't have a control station, sure. Who cares? Just go in and build it. These duplicants. Let's put in more oxygen. Good, like so. Right. I have no idea why they're not building it. Just don't wanna. Picking up barbecue, delivering bristleberry. Going over here, they're very busy. Very busy duplicants. But the errand must show up. And it simply is not. Tell you what, I'm just gonna do it again. Because this is the way of the duplicant not included. All the duplicants. Power? Conductive wire? Lead? Build it. Maybe a little bit better. Good, let's see. Errands. No pending deliveries. No pending deliveries. I can work with that. Lead. 50 tons. Ah. We were in the process of deleting this nuclear waste. And that is where all my lead is. Lettuce. Get it? That's all where my lettuce is being put on the burger. Let's get it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Here we go. Wonderful. Deconstruct. Both. And then this auto sweeper can get the eggs out again. It's gonna be great. Pop and pop. And we have lead again. And now they're gonna build it. Lettuce. Let's look inside. And find out about the ventilation. A high pressure vent. I'm going to put it here, why not? And a gas pipe element sensor. No. What am I doing? Put it here instead. Cancel that build. And an atmos sensor then. Good. Atmos sensor over here. Automation wire. Good. And when this is all built up, I can build in a glass forge. Also, we're going to open this door for a moment. And build the last piece of wire. Good. Priority 7 on this build. What is this all? Naphtha? We might need it. Matka says, did you know that lead was used for making food sweeter? Oh dear. I hope not. Wait a minute, but I heard that there are artificial sweeteners, like fake sugar, sometimes contain very poisonous molecules. And that's no good. What the... Allow media show identification. Sure, why not? Let's allow it. I'll allow it. Also, this door is closed now. Good. Gas. Ah. No more carbon dioxide. It immediately got the carbon dioxide here. Sweet. Good. Current ambient. So now we have to decide. Pressurize the chamber, yes or no? Let's say yes. And we're gonna say if it's below 3 key, keep going, man. Keep going. Sounds delicious, this fat cat. It sounds horrible to me. We're going to deconstruct this all. And then we can build the glass forge. Introduce the glass here. And then we have natural tiles when we deconstruct these hydroponic farms. Then we're gonna bring the critters. We're gonna bring the pips. And the pips are going to plant oxyfern. So why not already bring some oxyfern? Hauling point. Dump it out here. It's gonna be 4 key. 4 key of seed. That sounds like another thing you don't want in your food. Oxyfern seed, let's go. Enable our drop, enable our spill, enable our ball. Muscle memory is sometimes going crazy. That thing we're going to deconstruct as well. Good. The seeds. I want to try too though, says Metka. What? The artificial lead sweetener? Don't try the artificial lead sweetener. There is no need. Some things you don't have to experience in life. Actually, most things that are possible that you can experience, most of them, like 99%, you don't want to experience. There's way more stuff you don't want to experience than you want to experience. It is just how it is. We don't use lead for sweeteners, says Matka. Who is we? Glassforge? Glassforge from ceramic. Put it there. Good. And do we have enough power? Maybe, oops, this duplicate is getting wrecked. That's not a great pine. Deconstruct all these buildings. Good. Nobody. Who is we? Nobody. Ah. Alright. I think either my mouse is wonkered out or I think it's my mouse. But I bought this mouse secondhand and that is a mistake. But I wanted an expensive mouse. I did not have the money back then. Good. Let's get some liquid flowing. Insulate liquid pipe? Of course. From sedimentary, why not? Let's use obsidian though. Good, we're coming out here. We're going in there and we're looping around. Easy peasy. Good, let's do the liquid bridge. And that is the way of the flow. In this case, glass flow. We're going to produce 1 piece of glass. 1 piece of glass and 1 piece of glass only. Right, should we do a different theme? Something we didn't do before. Sandstone looks very boring. Igneous rock Igneous rock looks fantastic. It is food, but let's do it because it looks so nice. Good. Pressurizing this. Man, there's a lot of gas here. Good. No power. Yes, this is the power. And how do I get up there again to mess with the power? Answer, I do not. Instead, we're going to connect it directly. No duplicate is going to come here. And this is not going to be over 2000 watts. So what's the problem? Get it? Now. Man. Okay. I have to wait for Fat Cat to do their puns. My puns are really bad. There's no such thing as a bad pun, but... Fat Cat. But man, oh man. My puns are from a different reality, probably. Good. We're building this up. Then we're going to have, hopefully, enough heat exchange for the glass not to burn everybody inside. But it's just 25 kilograms. Come on. That can't be too bad. And what is niobium doing? Did it wreck itself? Actually, it did not. Let's pump it all out. This is looking beautiful. And that's how I like to play the game. Return to one of my builds and see that a problem resolved itself. That's never happening. This is the first time this happens. Oh man, but I love it. Alright, now apparently you can do a 2-tile stack of water. No, you cannot. This is 1 ton. Ancient Romans used lead for sweetener, says Matka. Man. Is it ancient or ancient? It's ancient, right? Man, oh man. Good, let's dig this out. I want to push out all my lead. If I hopefully can. Right. If not, we're gonna pump it. We're gonna pump it. Yeah, we're still messing here with the temperature. And the problem is the heat is winning here. And that is because this obsidian still holds a lot of heat. This is giving it off here. Should be giving it off there. I don't think I'm gonna build anything here anymore. Just gonna mess around down there. Good, you can build up these things now. This is temp shift plates from ice. I think maybe, just maybe, we need another temp shift plate diamond chimney for heat exchange from there. But it would be better to stack some liquid somehow. Stacking some liquid. Also, what is this? Are we done here? This looks like we're done on the battery front. So we can connect it all again. Start connecting here and then here and there. Right. No overload, of course. Because these are power distributors. And they never overload. If you look at the wire, it says no consumers, no generators. Just 2 smart batteries. Either this one or that one. And either this one and that one. Good. Oh man, I thought something broke when I saw this. Yeah, my mouse is gone. My mouse is a goner. I think Rimworld broke it. No, Rimworld did not break it. It is just so used up. Just like my controller for the glitch man. I have to buy a new one. Good. So here we meant to do something else. First of all, dig this out. Then we're going to push this in. They're gonna dig it out from there, right? They're making more ice temp shift plates. A noble effort. A noble effort. But let's not. Good. Let's dig this out. And after we're going to build an obsidian tile here. Or we could even do more there. For straight up downage. Yeah, sure. Good. And this is the height is going to be. Maybe we're going to push this all. And I kind of want this temporizer down there for the petroleum. I think that's a better call. We need another ladder. Maybe 2. Yeah, we're gonna renovate here while we're there. I mean, we got nothing else to do. This Matka was right. Matka predicted this hydro sensor in here will melt, and it did. But it is good. It is good. We cannot automate this. I mean, it is automated. We just have to find the right ratio here. I knew it, says Matka. You knew it. You did. You did know it. To find the right a ratio here between green and red. And then we can pump out the niobium in the amount that it is produced. And that is never going to happen. We're never going to find this. You would have to be a math genius to get this going. Average output is 1.2 kilos per second. And we're dropping down. Let's see. 8 kilos. 1, 2, 3. In about 2.5 seconds. And then there was another one following suit. Well, maybe even a math genius cannot solve this. If you cannot measure it, how can you do the math? It is impossible. I don't know how much I'm pumping here. And that is the problem. That is the problem. Maybe if I were to do a better... No, the contactless pump system is perfect. There is no better contactless pump. This contactless pump is already the best design there is. If your contactless pump doesn't look like this, you're playing this game wrong. So wrong. But alright. Well, I cannot solve this. I'm gonna do 600 seconds and then a 200 seconds pause. And hope it is the correct setting. If it is not, I'm simply out of luck. It is definitely not, because 13.4 cycles, this is gonna be idle. We're gonna have this emptied out in that time. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna come back here in 13.1 cycles. In the meanwhile... No. Either meanwhile or in the meantime. But not in the meanwhile. Meanwhile. In the meantime, we're gonna get some glass going here. How about one? One piece of glass. Good. Insufficient resource? Current errand, it says so. So it's not. Fatcat says, don't be late. Punk W444. Hi, 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 hi. Good to see you, good to see you. Are you here for the wheel spin? Because the wheel spin is the exciting thing here. Let's check it out. Display capture. Vloop. Of course, in the auction included is now not looking correctly. But that's fine. So where is my window? Here it is. We have 4 participants and we're gonna spin it quite soon. If you're not registered yet, and if you're not Punk W444 and you're not registered yet, then register. Because Punk W444 can do whatever they want. But if you're a mean little lurker, then you gotta register in order to help me out. This is my partner. I love them very much. And they stick with me even though I'm such a little streamer that I don't even have a lot of viewers or many viewers or even 10 to participate in my wheel spin. Is very depressing, just like my colony on the RimWorld. And we're gonna go back to the RimWorld, definitely. It's going to be fantastic. I'm gonna try something different with the ideology. Don't lurk, say something. No. Don't call out the lurkers. I was just kidding. If you're lurking and have fun, just keep on lurking. You don't need to participate there. It's all good. Even if I lose my sponsor, it's not too bad. I'm just gonna cry like no tomorrow. But alright, we're gonna print this out. Is a new blueprint. Ooh! What are these gloves? What are these gloves? Who wants these gloves? Fat Cat? Why are you looking like that, Fat Cat? What is this purple thing? Is this... Let's look at the equipment, and you're gonna see the equipment in the bio, of course. Purple polyester, man. Perfect. Perfect. Restyle outfit. Good. Me! Matka, you're gonna get one as well. You're gonna get one as well. Good. Basic purple? No. I got the good purple. Where is it? I claimed it. Where is this fancy purple? Oh, don't tell me it's an Atmosuit thing. Darn it. Specialty gloves. It was purple and shining and I clicked it off to... This is clothing. Go back. Yes, discard. This is clothing. Open wardrobe. Where is my... Cannot. It is Atmosuit, and this is a no Atmosuit run. So we're out of luck, you guys. We're out of luck. I mean, I could go to the wardrobe and look at it again. Supply. All. Gloves. It's not on the gloves. This is the normal basic purple bad guys. Atmosuits. And here we go. I want to wear these. My colony has one of these blueprints, but I'm not allowed to wear this. Uh-huh. This is... Can't be helped. Can't be helped. We have a good sticker here. Also, do I have these reactions? Maybe I missed those. Blueprints, wallpapers, artwork, joy. We got these. And, can we equip them? Do I have to equip them somewhere? Probably have to. Bug. Uncategorized. What does this mean? Don't know. This is from the mod. It's from the mod, not a bug. What the hell, Cly? Unbelievable. Let's go back. And somebody who is a balloon artist is gonna get the triple loons. Triple loons. Balloon artist. Rancher 3-3. Changes duplicate. And Atmosuit. Oh, there we could have done it. There we could have done it. Good. Not default. Triple balloons. Good. And then we're gonna... Matka should wear an Atmosuit. Ever. In this run. Which is not going to happen. But if... Then they're, of course... going to get the purple thingies. Here they are. Changes duplicate something something. Atmosuit. Restyle. Gloves. And whoop. There you go. Right. Looks good. Looks very nice. And the violet glitter is not there. And the boots. Black boots. This is the standard? Why is it black? That's a bug, Cly. Well, I don't know. Default might be the black one. Right? But it looks like the black one. Alright, doesn't matter. Good. Give him a stealth Atma boots. Man, look at the default. And look at the stealth. What the heck? Let's apply. Save this and go back. Good. There you go, Mecha. You have your gloves. But that is only when you're wearing an Atmosuit. By the way, where is that duplicate with the Atmosuit on? There they were. It's Agent Steel. And they were also stress reacting. And they should not. There you go, they're breathing. Unrested, afraid of the dark, that's why. Good. Find safe area, sleep. Do we have power in the vicinity here? Because then I can give them something nice. Why do they have an Atmosuit? It's a glitch. It's a graphical glitch. They don't have an Atmosuit, really. They don't. I'm not making Atmosuits. I never did. I did, but not this run. And now they're glitching out. Here maybe. Going to extend this. From lead. Good. Bringing a mood lamp over here. And that is not going to disturb the sleep of that duplicate, because they're too far away. Search buildings. Mood lamp. Click it. Build it. Enjoy it. So who's sleeping here? Rancher Havoc? Nope, this is for Agent Steel now. Havoc can go here. Or there. Man, so many people are still in a leather bed. Bed. Say bed. Here probably. There we go. Good. And to save some power, I'm going to use a duplicate motion sensor. Rotate. And if it is sleepy time for them, turn on this mood lamp. We're going to be very generous with the cords and cables, because this is a luxury bedroom for a single person. Private bedroom. Very luxurious. This is all working nice now. Good. Producing food. And what is the rocket doing? Do we have glass now? Work errand. Oops. Running out of power here all the time. That's not great pine. How's this happening? Up. We're not connected anymore. No problem. Let's move this upwards. And now we can do it. View the interior. But the oxygen stopped now. The oxygen stopped. It's not wasted. Maybe we can even do something like that. Why not? Deconstruct. Good. Look inside. And the glass. Bzzzt. Bloop bloop. It's gonna be a lot of glass. And it's going to go round and round and fill up these things. Right. And the temperature inside is looking fantastic. 27 degrees Celsius. All the glass is going in. 5 key. 5 key. 4, 5 key. 5 key. We're done. We are done here. Good. So as soon as we deconstruct these things, we are going to have fantastic natural glass tiles. Good. The rest can also be deconstructed. Everything here, deconstruct, buildings. Good. This all you can deconstruct while there is glass. Don't care. Good. We did not put any infrastructure in before. Or did we? Haha. We got an obsidian insulated pipe inside. Good. Make sure not to wreck the glass that we just built. Good. And keep the infrastructure inside. Cancel. Good. And when I say infrastructure, it's just a piece of pipe. It's not like over there. Here, we've got a whole bunch of infrastructure. We got power. We got, of course, the pipe. We got the gas pipe. And we also got automation. It's all inside of these wonderful glass tiles. Just in case we need it. Good. Now we can deconstruct it. And then we have the infrastructure still inside for a little bit of runnage through. And all the water here needs to be collected for the toilet. And that's why it's a good idea to keep some pipes there. Good. Now we have to bring the pips. Is now the time, really? Possibly. What we could do is close this area off as well. How about we build some intermittent tiles? Just for kicks. Good. Intermittent tiles. Close this off. Also a door. Why not? Wooden door. Rotate. Good. And more ceramic pieces. So we have it inside of the rocket. I'm waiting for the spin, says Matka. You want me to spin it now? Are we ready? Are we ready for the spin? Could be. Could be. And another letter. Good. And how do we bring the pips in? Just a few eggs. Instead of bringing it somewhere else. Priority 9. Pip egg. Let's do 5. Oops. 5 pip eggs. Critter, critter, critter. I don't know. You said at the end of the stream. But we can spin it now. Whatever you want. You're a participant. And other participants are here. And why not? It's too far away. The end is too far away, that's right. I guess we could spin it. We could spin critter egg. Pip egg. And MNOP. Good. Are we doing it? No pending errands. So extra pips are gonna get brought from the pip range. But they're gonna grab it and put it somewhere else first. I don't like that much. Is that here? No, this is sweep only. I'm sure they're gonna grab the eggs here from here and then put them somewhere first before they put it in the rocket. Oh, we can repair the surfboard. Let's wait 10 more minutes, says Matka. Alright. 10 more minutes, and then we have the full hour. For the full hour, auction not included. And then the wheel spin. And then again, for the full hour. Good. What was that noise? I don't know. I wanna know where this egg goes. I want to know. Can I also see the progress? I can. Let's remove it. Good. Want to see where it goes. Somebody should immediately grab it and put it somewhere. Goatslin is grabbing the egg. They're gonna put it somewhere where I don't want them to put it. Here somewhere, probably. Yeah, where then is my overflow going? I don't have an overflow egg. Alright. Good. That is good then. That is good news. So we just need 1 egg. Right. Let's remove this. And we're ready to rock and roll. Hold on. Where are you gonna go? Picking up the egg? And where are you gonna store it? Where are you gonna store it? And that's what I wanted to know. Well, I'm gonna find out. There's only one way to find out. Good. Where are you gonna bring it? My base is too big. I don't even know where the eggs are going. But in the end they land somewhere. Right? Possibly on the other colony. Oops. No. What? Here they are. Finding a safe area? Wait, what? There it is! There it is. It's going into the other colony. Right. That's not anymore. And that's definitely not anymore. Pip egg. Good. Here's dropping down. Lullabied and incubating 86%. Good. So until this hatches, we're fine. Let's put it back here. Then drop it out. And put it back. View the interior. Hauling point. 1 key. Correct. I knew it was going to go in the other colony. But I didn't know how. Seed. Critter egg. There it is. LMNOP, I need a new mouse. This is not working out for me. Pip egg. My mouse wheel broke. This is intermittently not taking in my input. And that is of course horrible. Ah, zoom out. Starvation, this is intermittent sleeper starvation. Also known as irrelevant. Good. Telescope area complete. Really? Area complete. Wow. So we could go with this rocket and park it somewhere else and then go back. Well, we have a range of 10 tiles. We can go anywhere we want, and we can scan the whole region. And we are going to. Good. What is Punk W44 doing? And what is the Niobium Tamer doing? 1300 key, and we're 12 seconds. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Let's have a longer idle period. Let's do 400. And then after half the time, after 6 cycles, go back to 300 and see if that is working out. But what do I know? And my mouse is not working. Come on. This is terrible. Right. We built this all up. Good. Very good. Let's build something else here. Like so. And then set this liquid tapidizer down. Here is good. Conductive wire niobium, my new favorite. Connect this up. And let's make this straight. I'm sure I'm gonna use this pump. Probably not. Deconstruct everything. Gonna stick another pump on top. Maybe. And then I'm not sure if this petroleum is enough, but man oh man. Here we already have some heat exchange. Good. Yeah. We need more temperature plates. From diamond. If I put one here, this is just gas exchange, nothing else. Is there no way of doing this? Actually, the only way of doing this is an electrolyzer setup. That is the only way. I can have good air here. Scalding again. But that was for only a brief moment. Good. How is this running? This liquid tapidizer? How is this running? It's deconstructed. This is... How is this running? It's not submerged. Unbelievable. Liquid tapidizer running without any liquid. Oh man, oh man. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? I think I want an electrolyzer set up here. How about over here? Collect the hydrogen in here. Maybe. That means this is straight up. So we're going to move this straight up. See the pretty obsidian here. 1, 2. Leave the diamond temperature plate in the background. That is fine. That we can do. Good, no filter selected. We're going to say if it's not water, I don't want it. Nuclear waste. It does not scroll. But I discovered that you can scroll in the Oxygen Not Included by a dragon. And that is the better way to do it. It's even faster. But zooming in, zooming out? Nope. There's no button. Nope. You have to use the mouse wheel. Good. Scalding again. Punked up your 4. Go somewhere else. Right. Down there is nicer. And we cannot go this way. And if a pump is there, we cannot go there either. We have to deconstruct that. And instead have a little way to go here. is alright. Can we do more Tim shift plates? I think we could. Put them here and there, where it makes sense. And there as well, we have enough diamond. Good, just don't stand there in the heat again. Yeah, cool vest would be good. But cool vest only protects from a heat stroke. So, they would have got scalded. We've gotten scalded either way. It's fine. What's the niobium doing? Oh, we're pulling it out. How much niobium do we have? Here's another 5 tons. And then the rocket should be even more. We're collecting it here. 17.6 tons of niobium. Right. What about my Explorer rocket? Here is no egg. Oh, I forgot about it. I forgot. Please did not hatch. Please did not hatch. It hatched. Ah, that sucketh so bad. Alright. Extra eggs. Drop them down again. We're going to wrangle one up. Good. Craig. Pip egg. There we go. And is it time for Minecraft music already? Nice. Good. Now, can we wrangle up a pip? Overflow pips are going to go here on a priority 8. That means I can build one inside of the rocket. Good. View the interior. To deconstruct this. Remove the hauling point. And build a critter drop-off. Can we build a critter drop-off right in the beginning of it all? We can. So no need to deconstruct. It's all good. Then, how about the liquid flow? Thermally reactive. Decor plus 20. Let's do granite pipes. For my water. Good. Is this possible? It might be. Good. This is also possible. We're never gonna pump any water out. I don't think. Is this possible? Could be. Here is a red. Good. Spin the wheel, please. Alright. It is the wheel spinning time. While Shorshey is jumping down here. Man, what a daredevil. What a daredevil. I would have done this before my injury. Now, where is the thing? First of all, display capture. Whoop. And then the wheel spin. Alright. I hope everybody is ready. We're going to listen to some some P music. No, let's do something exciting. Some State of Decay. I hope everybody is ready. Good, I am registered. Let's first of all refresh. Maybe somebody else? Nope. It's just us 4. Cancel my participation. Good. And who's it gonna be? Toothless Geek, Matka, or Fatcat Tubby Butter? Let's spin it and confirm. Jim. One game in this wheel for free. Hopefully it's not just coins. But we got lucky last time, so it's probably just coins. Ah! It is just coins. But who is it? Who won the coins? And what can you do with it? Whoever it is, please tell me. Please tell me what you can do with those. Fatcat, Matka. It is Matka! It is Matka indeed. Good. Go to your profile page in this thingy, and then you can know what this is about. It's 50,000 points. Maybe you can spin the wheel more often, or I don't even know. Is this the points from the website? I have no idea. And here's the spin again. Here's the repeat. Jin, jin, jin. Oh man. So I rigged this so it's one side a good thing and the smaller side a not so good thing. You got the points? Good. What can you do with it? That is the question. Can I click on this user? Yes, 50,000 points. It says. Nice. Alright. Thanks everybody for participating. Maybe next time there's gonna be even more. Who knows? On the first every month, I'm going to spin this wheel. Right. Let's go back into the game. Now, normally I don't do things that distract from gameplay. But the All Key Shop is really good. You can compare the prices there. And you're not going to get ripped off as much as you would be getting ripped off if you were not comparing the prices. And this is how we can go? Yeah. That's how we can go. Good. Critter drop off. We're going to say critter pip. There. Jing, 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 jing. Good. And now we just have to grab them. Just have to grab them. Where are they? Over here. Let's nab these four. Good. Some water here. Mopped up, please. And this here is for all my liquid water standing about the place. That we're gonna leave in. It's just fine. And view the interior. Good. But this is priority 9. I missed the minimap. Hey, we got a new blueprint. But I missed the minimap, man. I do. They're just gonna bring them here again, right? Let's not, please. Do this again. Good. Let's not bring them there again. Maybe later. What else did I want to do? Something I forgot about. Oh yeah, the blueprint. Good, is a new blueprint. Let's print it out. I think you get 3 today. Super fan gym socks. Footwear. Good. Dismiss. What can I do with points, Matka? That's what I'm asking you. I'm sure you can do something with it. Probably if you have 150,000 points, you can get $3 off. Is what I'm thinking. But I have no idea. I have no clue. Something like that. Maybe you can spin the wheel more often? I don't know. Maybe I should research it. I have no idea. Good, we're going to connect this up there all. And then it's going to go back up and around. And here is a bit tricky. But this might be the maximum we can set this up. Can we go around here? I think we can. Let's check it out. We can. So this is the maximum amount of water. It probably isn't. Somehow you can, but I don't see how. Somehow you probably can get more in. Of course you can get more in by melting the thing down. And doing this here. You can of course get more in. But if you're not melting this down, then this might be it. But we do have an empty space. Nope, I don't see it. It's fine. Right, this is the autosave. Going to connect it all up like it's supposed to. Cancel the overbuild. Is there an overbuild? I'm sure there is an overbuild. Good. Then we're gonna grab the insulated liquid pipe from Obsidian and connect it up manually like so. Good. Very nice. Let's cancel out that. We don't need it anymore. We never did. Scalding? Don't stand up there and build. Go down here and build. Yeah, you have to babysit them. Man, oh man. Are they gonna go heal? Let's heal them up again. Good. Oh man. Ah. This doesn't work either. Okay. So how is the niobium? 1200? 600, 400. Meteor showers on Gapuna? Don't care. Yeah, I just scrolled upwards, which is zooming in, and it ejected me out, zooming out. That is not great, Pine. Need a new mouse. Here's some water. This is still the, in my eyes, this is the Argentinian flag. It's not, because blue and white and blue. But man, oh man, at a glance, it is the colors, and in the middle is something. Man, oh man, somehow this is what I associate with it. But alright. We have a fully restored Simulum synthesizer, but usually it's completely filled up. Do we have a problem here? Berry sludge is coming? Maybe the berry sludge is coming in slow. Because this is all, really? Think it might be coming in slow. Alright. What about our thingy here? No power. It's connected up. Good. Now a duplicant should be able to sleep here in peace. Because they're nictophobic. Agent Steel. They should be sleeping here. Where all the other nictophobics are. But they're not. Jelly Blob is also nictophobic. Is all good. Hey, Jelly Blob is nictophobic. Where is their sleepy place? Okay. Havoc. Sootsie. Blazenvoy for Ika and Matka. What about there? Goatslin. Are they sleeping here? Shorshi. Fat Cat. Where's Jelly Blob? Should be here. Pretty sure they're here. There they are. Let's follow the cam. Oh yeah, and they're yep. They do have that problem also. Alright. Let's just build another one up. Good. Jelly Blob. You're going to sleep here again. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, bum, bum. Connect this all up nicely. Since the rocket is fueled up, why not go for a ride? Is that a good idea? We barely have oxygen. We have no power in flight. Well, there's just one solar module. Just gonna build more of these. Plus... solar panel. Build. How much is this doing? Burden, potential range, engine power, speed, range menu says. Solar panel. Awaiting delivery. Height. 60 watts. What the what? 60? What is the engine doing? Projects Red Bulls? Does not say. Don't tell me it's not doing anything. Where's my auto driller? Completely out of context. But the auto driller is done. I'm sure. The ore field is down to 56. And the auto driller does not have any diamond anymore. Change of direction, go back home, land. So red bolt engine does not give any power, or what is the deal here? Could be. Could be the deal. So why are we going inside? And why we're not bringing the critters? Oh, priority 5. I never changed up the priority. Ah, critters again. N for nab them. Good. 4 is good. And this time it might work. Good. Let's look at the interior. Alright. Matka, did you find out what you can do with the points? Because I'm curious, man. Maybe I should have checked it out myself. But should be some discount probably. Good, 4 seeds are here. Do we have an errand now? No pending deliveries. Seriously? Good, what else do we need here? Room wise. Room size 29. Room size 22. Room size 29. There's something. What if this here was a great hall? Can we have a great hall with a telescope? Good question. Minimum size 32. 32. Yes, say. It's 29. So rip out this door. Make a toilet. Rotate. Good. Can we do a latrine? Toilet wash station. No industrial machinery. Minimum size 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's not 12. 11. That's also not 12. We can have a toilet. Easily. Wash station. I wonder if we put it in a wash station. A wash basin? No, it's 3 tiles high. I was just wondering if the water from the toilet then would just flow through. Could be. But let's first deconstruct these buildings here. So we can build up all pipes. Corner building them. Do I really want a toilet? I mean, it's a thing that fits here. So why not? Medicine. So you don't need a hand sanitizer, but let's put it in. I don't want to mess up the chlorine stuff. Yeah, we're not going to have a toilet. Definitely not. Yeah, just have a door here and something else. 12 tiles. So if I were to deconstruct this... no. It's not gonna work either way. Madcat is playing Auctional Included. I see there on the stream. Good, maybe we can prioritize the pipes here so we can build more tiles over there. Definitely gonna get a door going. Rotate. Good. This is all done. Nobody's allowed anymore. Fantastic. Gonna rip out this door. Gonna make this all a great hall. I wonder if the rocket control station is in the way or not. Hmm. And other pips still not coming. Errands? No pending deliveries. Good. This says pips. Check. Pip and pix. Pip squeak number 9. Good. Let's see what they're doing. Also, we're done with the music. Let's start over again. Do, 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 do. Oh, here they're wrangling. Nice. Let's see what happens. Good. Here's a wrangling up action. Right. Grab them. Somebody. Somebody is grabbing them. It's Rancher Sootsie. Good. Rancher Dr. Sootsie. Let's go upwards. Chim, chim, chim. Chim, 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 chim. With 6 Saturn critter traps, that is a lot of power. Should be needed somewhere. Just have to bring the bees into the cold rocket. And that then can be good. The pip has arrived, and we deconstructed a door that was actually needed. And this door needs to be open. Good, but there's more pips coming. It's gonna be alright. So how is this going to look? I just need a place where the duplicate can eat. And that is going to be a great hall. Maybe just... Oh, and this is all unreachable. Dim 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 dim. Dim dim. Another door. Down here then, probably. Yes. No. Here? Over there then. And we're gonna leave something in. Maybe not this ladder. Maybe something beautiful. Let's deconstruct it. Build this up. This is gonna be a generous room. Fire pole or plastic ladder. Good. This looks nice. Then we can go up and eat. This is one room here. Could be a great hall. We need a rocket control station and a place to eat. Good. And light. And I wonder if this door was here, was there room for a bed? No, there's no room for a bed. Can never be a bed in here. It doesn't need to be a bed, but that light is going to shine. Huh. Anyways, let's put the light in first. Furniture. Gonna do the lab. Ceiling light. The lab flask ceiling light. Oh, it's gonna be light everywhere. Because we have glass tiles. Good. And then we're gonna put in some automation. But actually, do I want it up there? Some automation for it not to shine when the time is up. Thing is, I want some other tiles in here to reduce the radiation. Good. First of all, more ladders. This power outlet can go somewhere where it's not going to overlap with the radiation protection. For example, down here. Yep. Plastic ladder deconstruct. Good. Ladder deconstruct. Good. Power outlet from iron ore. Can make it from steel. We have steel. Put it in. Conductive wire. Can run it up the ladder, maybe even. And then through the ceiling. Slash roof. Good. What else do I need power-wise? Down here, I kind of want to have nothing. So, helper tiles and furniture, water cooler. Good. Put it in. Material granite is fine. We're going to sit here and eat. Fly the rocket. How's the radiation? Is the same here everywhere. So eat in the center of the rocket. Furniture. Table. Mess table. Also from steel. And then we're going to need the rocket control station. Rocket control station, good. Also from steel. Put it in. Still not a room. Telescope area complete. Insulated gas pipe. Room details. Room size 50. Good. There's just no room for anything else. This is the Explorer. This is how it looks. Should we melt the walls here? Nah, I think I want to use an empty rocket for meltage. Should I ever do it? How's the niobium doing? Let's check it out. Down to below 1 ton. Down to below 1 ton. And we're idle still, erupting in 9.2. Good. Grabbing all the niobium. Niobium's coming out. Niobium is at 21 degrees Celsius. I like this build. Don't know if I mentioned it. Probably many times. Good. Liquid temperature node power. See what happens if I connect it up. Is heating up the petroleum. Good. So we need a thermosensor. And we need a pump here. And a hydrosensor. All these things we need. Good. A thermosensor middle-ish. Hydrosensor anywhere is good because there's going to be water on top. Here. Can we not have it here? Right next to the pump. I think we could. Good, let's do it like that. My mouse is killing me. Maybe it's not the mouse. Maybe it's a control glitch. But I think I had this in many menus, not just the optional included. It is definitely also is going up when I'm scrolling down. It's definitely the mouse is weak after a long time of usage. So automation hydro is what I'm looking for. Good. Hydro sensor from niobium, my new favorite. Then the pump is having its automation on the top left, which means we can connect it up like so and like so. Except of course, pump is going to sit here on top of the tapdizer. Not submerged again, oh dear. Not submerged again. Let's push it. Alright. Maybe push this first. And what is the temperatures? Man, the temperature's coming down here. Yeah, we need liquids. Need liquids. Alright. How's this looking? We got 4 solar panel modules. Might not be enough to work here. Might be enough to work here, who knows. Balloon? Some balloon artists did not do their job. Right. We're going to click through every one of them. Dreaming Bedrest, Bio, Undigging Balloon Artist. Stormstream is a sleeper. Are they gonna do the balloons while sleeping? Let's not do the sleepers. Super productive balloon artist Shorshi is a balloon artist. Good. Restart my suit. No. Open the wardrobe. Oh no, I have to click here. Overjoyed response. And we're gonna say puffed up puffs. Splendid quality. Assign. Good. Next one. Sparkle Streaker. Next one. Balloon Artist, Rancher Fat Cat Tubby. Good. Restyle. There we go. And assign. Next one. Balloon Artist, Rancher 33. We did this for them. Good. Sparkle Streaker, Red Nerdy. Balloon Artist, Constructor Artist for Ika. Definitely. Puffed Up. Alright. They're already good. Who else? Sparkle Streaker, Balloon Artist, Goatsman. As well. Puffed Up. Good. So we already have puffed up people. What about the sleeper? Are we gonna assign it to the sleepers as well? Real quick. It's only gonna take forever. Sticker bomber, yodeler, but yodeler is a not good thing, right? Because streaker is super productive. Sticky bomber, sparkle streaker. It's just one sleeper I'm missing. Madka I did. Is one sparkle streaker. One sleeper. Rancher 3-3, let's double check. Yep, we did. And the sleeper is here. Sticker bomber. Balloon artist, Fury Wolf. But did we not just do them? Yep. Well, then I don't know. It's one of these sleepers. Good. Let's go back to the Niobium. Why are you getting scalded? You're down there. Yeah, that is because... this water has to melt. Come on. 33 degrees. We submerged and disabled. Red signal if we are below 50 degrees. Make some heat. In the hopes that this ice melts. Right. And then we're gonna put a niobium liquid pump on top. Click me in, please, game. There we go. Dum dum dum. Gonna go out. And into there. Let's deconstruct the sticker out. Oops. Right, and then the water can go where it's supposed to go, into the heatsink. Which is not really needed. We should also have an override somehow. So hydro sensor is saying yes. But it should say no. It's not even built up. It's not saying anything. Good. Let's build it all. So now we're just producing a lot of heat here. This ice is at -19. It's not enough. We need to run this through. This needs to be a chamber to run the ice through. But building this up all in the heat? Don't know. Probably just have to wait here. Good, build it. You're trapped right now, currently. Going to build that temperature shift blade. Maybe we can even build temperature shift blade here. Is that insane? Let's just leave it like that. A little bit of cold seepage. But we don't want any cold. Let's build up. Good. And now the electrolyzer setup is next. Dum, da-da-dum. I think an airflow tile is what we need here. All from niobium. Good. And this is already looking almost good. So there's carbon dioxide. We're gonna drop it down. And another one. But how can we climb this then? No, it's gonna be fine, right? Right. But we do need a shaft. So we're coming out here, we're going over there, and we're dropping down there. Alright. And how do we prime this? We don't have the oxygen. Only have carbon dioxide. What if we were to build a niobium gas pump and make this all a vacuum? What a genius plan. Let's extend this obsidian pipe. Good. And the pump can go here somewhere. Alright, gas pump, niobium. Would this be the place? Centrally located? Yes, it would. Gas pipe, cancel, and build it up here. We do have the power in the vicinity. So that is good as well. Connect up. Use some niobium, we have some. And we're pumping out more all the time. Currently is a red period is what it is. And that lasts 400 seconds. And then we're gonna have 600 seconds green. Is that really how to do fat cat up here? You caught me. I was making a joke for myself and trying not to let on. But you caught me. Scalding? Oh man, oh man. Can you not get scalded there? Oh, he can. He definitely can. So I'm going to pump here too soon. I don't want to pump there yet. In order to not let this happen, we're going to cut the automation here. So even when we build up, the hydrosense is going to be good. Your ears said what? Your ears heard something. I was talking about the automation here. We're going to have a red signal and a green signal periodically getting put through. Here we have an auto output, and it's a timer schedule, and send green signals, let's say, for specific amounts of time, for periods of time, and then the niobium volcano will get pumped out. Niobium will get chilled down for 600 seconds. When there is a green, and when there's a red, it's not gonna happen. That is it. That is all. And where is the water here? It's gone. There used to be a little bit of water on top. No idea what happened to it. Crude oil is at 65. So this is just supplement energy should I need it, but it probably will not. Good. The duplicant here is working hard. Let's put them in the triage cut though. For a little while. And then we're gonna check out our rocket. This looks like they never have enough food, but they do. Okay. Consent, interior. We have to deconstruct those ladders. Let's go. Nice. Everything here seems to be built up. And check the room. Is a mess hall. Is a mess hall. Could be a great hall. Could be a great hall indeed. Let's deconstruct that. Hold on. What if we leave this full of water? Also, of course, make this grounded. If we leave this full of water, then the duplicants will chill out over here and not in places they're not supposed to go. So it might be good to have this building functional. for a change. Normally I take out the bottom from under it, the floor, and then I suppress the alert that tells me that this building is not working. And then of course it will still work for the room bonus. Good. What we need now is a high decor item. Something like a mood lamp. Right, we have 2 power things. Let's deconstruct them. One of them. And put in a LED ceiling. Unfortunately, cannot do anything here. Because that would wreck this liquid lock. Don't like that much. Don't like that at all. But since this is a tile of interest here for the duplicant, it's gonna be fine if there's just 2 LED pieces here. We could also switch up the area of this there, because we do have room here. Where's the lamp going to go though? It's gonna be a mood lamp for high decor, or maybe there is there is no place here. There's no space left. But they're gonna sit here and I want LED there as well. I'm gonna hang a hanging plant from here. And hope that they don't stand there. Good, first of all, deconstruct that. Right? And then we're gonna take all of our LED and put it... We could close this up. It's not needed, like I said. This is how it's supposed to look. There we cannot. And we can put in another row here. If we want to. But maybe we're gonna call it good. Why overdo it? The radiation here is minimal. Or we do it. Good. So where is the auction coming out? Here. Is there room for somewhere to let the auction out somewhere else? Over there, there is. And this is then the last place. Top left corner. That is how confident we are that the auction is getting distributed correctly. Good. Do it like that. Connect this up. Deconstruct all buildings here. And deconstruct all automation there as well. Right, and then we can do that there. And have another one here for when we eat. And then a hanging plant there. That is going to look fantastic. Furniture. Hanging, or is either a hanging pot or this other thing. Elegant hanging pot, decor item. How good is it? I think the other thing might be better. The thing from Diamond is probably way better. Is an aeropod. Decor plus 10 while having nothing inside. Honey? Uranium? Yellow green? Still the yellow green, why not? Put it there. Good. And then another LED tile. Something is better than lead. Right? Something is better than lead. I think coal. I don't think you can do a coal tile just like that. You would have to bake it first. Cannot bring a geyser inside of this rocket. I think that is actually impossible. A lot of things are possible in this game, but bringing a geyser inside a rocket? Probably impossible. Deconstruct? Unless you're counting an artificial geyser. And that is exactly what I'm going to do when I melt my rocket walls. But that is probably for the next playthrough. For now, I'm pretty happy with the niobium that I tamed there. And what else? And I think that's all I'm gonna do. This playthrough. Now, let's see. Let's look at the niobium. Always babysitting the niobium. 830 key. 7.6 cycle. This is looking good. Maybe 600, 400 is the way to put it on this contactless pump. The way to test it is run it for 600 seconds and don't take the niobium out of the heatsink. And then you will know how much you got at 600 seconds. Has a good test. Can I do it right now? Nah, I can't. I could, but I will not. 600 seconds and then 600 seconds red. I will catch this. I would catch this from happening. How much do we have? 700 key. Come on. Grow some guts. It's not too hot. Sure, we can do it, right? Of course. We're gonna grab this niobium. We're no longer gonna grab any niobium right now. Good. We're gonna empty this niobium out. The rest of it all. And then we're going to cut the power on the auto sweeper. Give me the power cuttage. Good. So the sweeper doesn't have any power. There's no niobium inside of the heatsink. We're going to run the pump. Oops. We're going to run the pump for 600 seconds. And then 600 seconds so I can catch it when it's done. And let's go, reset the timer. Boom. And now we're going to know how much we're taking out per second when this is running all the time. Because 600 seconds and then the amount of niobium inside of here divided by that 600 seconds is going to be per second. Because we're spitting out per second 1.2 key. And if the amount is, well, then you have the numbers and then somebody can do the math for me. It's definitely not going to be me because it's way too complicated. But I'm doing the testing, right? I'm the tester. I'm the one sitting in the cockpit and trying out this new machine, flying it into the atmosphere of several different unexplored planets where there is probably a lot of intelligent life. Way more intelligent than the life here. But alright, in front of the microphone. Pioneer Punk W444. Can you build, finally, my ice melter? They cannot. Still not done. And here is going to go something fantastic. We can prepare this. Hauling point. Crude oil. Now we used up all of our petroleum. Have to get this out somehow. Maybe I do some mop-uppage. Because a little bit of petroleum I need. Not too much. But 100 key of crude oil definitely. Liquid. Crude oil we cannot scroll because the mouse is broken. It's glitching out all the time. Crude oil. In air drop, in air spin, in air bottle. Muscle memory. We have this in the rocket. We don't need to bottle this. Good. What else is going on? Oh man. Zooming out. I'm trying to zoom in and vice versa. A bit rough. Next time, different mouse. I have a spare mouse, but only one. Can I connect it right now? Possibly. Maybe. So, I don't think I can do this. I need my mouse. Hold on. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Oh, that is convenient. My mouse was plugged into my power button. That is good. Man, past me built this computer very well. Good. Let's plug it in. Right, that was me. Sorry. And we got a new mouse. Just like that. Now my development laptop does not have a mouse. Have to switch back and forth or buy another one. Probably gonna buy another one, right? Of course, consumerism, my favorite. Now, we're back in business. Right, did somebody die? No, oh, this mouse is great. Beautiful. Can't wait to play the State of Decay with this. Actually, I should be more used to it before I play a game like State of Decay, where you're gonna get wrecked so easily. But alright. Let's look inside of the rocket. Are we finished? Invalid building location. Let's cancel this out and do it again. Because who knows what these Zipkins are thinking. Good. This is the right pattern. Is this the right pattern? Is this looking nicely? Possibly. Good. There is mostly safe radiation here now. Good. And the pips are done. Deconstruct the critter drop-off. Oops, that is punked up for getting scalded. Right. Can we mop up some of the petroleum? Yes, we can. Prioritize the cleaning. And they did. Good, where is it? Water, water, water. Where's the petroleum? It's gone? That is not good. I need a little bit of petroleum. I shouldn't have used it all up. Let's view the interior. Go, go, go. Petroleum. 200 key we still have. We still have. That is good news. Right, so no need to mop this up. But we could drop it in. Could drop in. Like we used to do. Is there water here and there's petroleum? Then we cannot build. I need to push this petroleum up. 600 key. If we add another 200. How do I push this up now? This is... I trapped my petroleum. There's no way of pushing this up. If I build a tile, it's gonna delete it, is it though? Because this water has somewhere to go. But that's not how the game works. Yeah, I'm almost sure. I'm almost 100% sure. If I build a tile here, that petroleum is gonna get destroyed. So let's not. Let's leave it there. It is a good place for the petroleum to be. Totally. And prioritize maybe that build. And then we're gonna go here and we're gonna prioritize these builds. What's the temperature there? Nice and cool. Good. Crude oil, errands, low priority. I'm sure they're gonna do it in time, but they're not a store. They should not be so stingy with their priorities. Where are they? Oh, this mouse is great. Scrolling like the devil. Building, digging, supplying, storing. So everything the same? Except for farming, apparently. Tidying, rocketry. Is all good. Is all good. Number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Perfect. That's exactly how I want it. And the pump then next. And then all this nasty hot gas will leave this area. Fantastic. Right. Should we spill this water as well? No, let's just leave it. Leave it as is for now. I don't know why I have this even. It's alright. The pump here serves no purpose. I can't. Yeah. Indeed. How long until our test is complete? Almost done. And I would have forgotten about it, right? Let's not forget about this. Let's not forget about this. Timer? 500 seconds? How much do we have? 2 tons. Is about 2 tons per cycle. 600 seconds. No, 2,000 kilogram divided by 600 seconds. Is about what it is, but is more. Okay, we're gonna have a calculator. And then we know... This is not hard. Maybe I can do it myself. But where's my calculator? Don't I have a calculator here? On the OBS. Countdown, display capture, image, video capture, single image, be right back, water break. Nope, that was somewhere else. That was on a different setup. Let's type in calc. Desktop app. Right. Oops, it shows. What the what? So I do have it here somewhere. Huh. Good stuff. So we're definitely going to calculate this, but not just now. We have to wait until it's done. And it's done. 10 seconds. How can I not right drag while I click this? I click this and then I cannot right drag. That's, in fact, I cannot even zoom. Can't do anything when I click this. Alright, we're done. All the diagrams out, and this is 600 seconds. Let's write down the numbers. Ooh. It is actually an even number. Well, it doesn't help us because the diagram doesn't have an even number. There's 2,400 herberderb, which is the new measurement currency. It's a new measurement currency. And these are all words. And they're all English. But they're not English. 4,200 kilograms divided by 600 seconds equals 7. And that means we're pumping out 7 key per second with this liquid pump. And we're producing 1.2 key per second. So how many seconds do I have to pump in order to align these numbers? So numbers again, maybe we should write them down in case somebody asks. New text document. It is 7 seconds. No, it's 7 kilogram per S. Good, 7 key per second. And no doubt the calculator is still there. Let's not. Good. Right. That is what we're pumping. And the other number is, just in case you're wondering, is here. Average output 1.2763 grams per second. No, that's kilogram. Man, I suck at this. But alright. It's about 1.2 kilograms per second. It's a bit more than 1.2 kilograms per second. I'm pumping out so much. So if I pump half the time, that's still too much. If I pump less than half the time, what about a third? That's about, it's more than 2. So if I go green for 200 seconds and red for 600 seconds, that would then be a third of the time. And it would still be too much. So I go less. And I don't know the numbers. If anybody knows the numbers, please tell me because I have no clue. Let's say 180. Let's say 1860. So we're pumping actually. Good, reset the timer. But that is not going to be sub-key then. Because we also have a margin here at the end of the pump and in the beginning of the pump, I'm sure. Yep. I have no idea, and this is 400 now, and when it erupts... Yeah, somehow you gotta babysit this, otherwise it's bad. Huh. And now everybody will say, your build is garbage. You gotta do a pitcher pump, and you gotta do an auto sweeper. And that is the only build that is valid. You're playing the game wrong. And they might be correct in their assumption. Because this will break and the pitcher pump system will not break. But it's so elegant though. Darn it. And I'm sure if this timer sensor is configured correctly, it will work just fine. But there will come a time when this is too much niobium, or when this is not enough niobium. Good, if this is fine-tuned, then that time will be in 10,000 cycles. So that would be then good. So all you need to do is do the math. And then you're gonna be fine. I did the math a little bit, but I'm sure I'm off by a mile. So again, the numbers are: this pump pumps 7 key per second, and this niobium volcano spits out 1.2 key per second. That are the numbers. They're not the exact numbers because the average output is 1.2763 key per second. But alright. Somebody can do the math, not me. I hope this is good enough for, I don't know, 500 cycles. When we're gonna win the game finally. Again, hopefully. Unlock new blueprints. And this is the third one and the last one that we're gonna get today, because today is Thursday. It is gold Atmo gloves. Wow. Wow. So we got 2 Atmo gloves today. 2 Atmo gloves. And what was the other thing? Can't even remember. I think something boring. I don't know. But we got lucky already. With the nice balloons and the great wallpapers. And other things in our wardrobe. Right, so this lubricant is done. They're finished. They built this up. And this ice can go somewhere else. Let's move it to here. And that ice as well is only 400 key. Move. Good. Jim. Where it can melt in peace. And hopefully not delete the petroleum. 1.6, 1.5, 1.4. We're gonna watch this melt. We're going to watch this melt. 0.5, 0.4, 0.3. I wonder if it would make sense to build a temperature plate here. No, we're not. I wanna melt this all. Got some diamond, got some abyssite. Do we have some crude oil? We do. Disable, enable, what? This is all carbon dioxide. Let's just remove this now. Whoop! And there we have a little bit of liquid. And now we're gonna drop some liquid on top. I'm opting for 1 key of liquid petroleum. Good. Nero drop, Nero spoon, Nero bob, pretty nice. Dum. And from there, we're going to get oxygen. And that is going to cool down everything here. And then we can finally pop everything. And have an atmosphere here as well. That is breathable. Is that a good call? There's probably something lying about that is super duper hot. We have super duper hot here. 200 degrees. Scary stuff. Maybe we're not going to do an atmosphere. Maybe we're going to seal this off here. But let's get this vacuumed out first. How much is in here? 300 gram? Might pop this then. Yep, because we cannot just destroy it. There is lockers in the way. Alright. Oh, this is looking nice. And the petroleum is there, and this thing is built up. Good. Next thing then would be an airflow tile. And pump everything out. Except for oxygen. Hold on, ha 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 ha. Yes, so we're gonna leave some of the hot oxygen in. Going to pump this until there's no carbon dioxide anymore. And then we can run that thing. I don't know. Is there another way to bring oxygen here? We could run this for a short while and leave that closed off, and then we would have... maybe it will spill then too much. Indeed. Good question. Initial oxygen is what I want. Tell you what, we're gonna leave this here, and come time, when this is a vacuum, we're going to pop this. Then we're gonna have oxygen here. Everywhere. But the carbon dioxide must leave. It's a bit rough because the duplicant is breathing here as long as they're working there. So what we should do is prepare carefully. Just like the mod says there in the rim world. Good. Anything but petroleum or anything not water is going to drop down here. Why did I build it up so bunkered out? This is the wrong way. But alright. Let's do it like that then. Like this. Plumbing, oxygen, electrolyzer from niobium. Haha. There we go. It's the first time I have access to tons and tons of niobium. So of course I'm very happy. This is now very satisfying to play this. We even did some math here to find out how much niobium goes out. And it is 1.2763 kilograms per second is what this niobium volcano is spitting out. I named it Joe. And the liquid pump is pumping 7 key per second, so we limited that to 18 seconds green time and 60 seconds a red period where it's not going to pump. And then hopefully this niobium in the basin will not overflow and will not empty out too much, because if it empties out too much then the pump will pump a little bit of fat cat. Fat cat, did you catch me again? Did you catch me again telling myself a joke? Crazy stuff. Now, this niobium, when this is only 1 or 2 kilograms, the pump will still grab it. And then is gonna solidify on top of this liquid vent. Fat cat, nice to hear. Nice to hear. Good stuff. So this electrolyzer here is gonna get built up. And then I think we're gonna run. Pipe is blocked on this here. Yeah. We're going to build the rest of this all. Oops. I'm going to release more hot stuff. But there is no choice. So you can select here real quick. There's steam. There is steam. Hopefully that's not gonna cause any problems. But yeah. We're gonna open this up. But the rest of that. and not run this pipe before we're good and ready. So how are we gonna manage that then? I think a simple power switch is a solution to that problem. Of course, we could do the snippety snip tool, but that is way more convenient. Just switch, we can click and then switch it off. Good. Priority wise, build that up first. So we're good and ready to go there. Insulated liquid bridge is not a thing. Liquid bridge, rotate, put it in. Priority 9. Good. So this is then going to run as soon as this hydrosynthesis run. If we're below 500 run, so if we're below 0 or 3 or... Can I make this 0? I can. Good. So this is below 0 then run, so that is then a switch. Good, connect it up. So we have another switch here. We're going to run the water. Going to run it. Right now it's 50 degrees. And it's melting more ice even. So we're ready here. How about more temperature shift plates? We built them there in the heat again. No, no, no. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We want to get rid of the hot forever and ever. So we can build things here. I know there's more carbon dioxide that can be liquefied, but we're gonna restrict ourselves to this area. It's gonna be fine. Good. Do we have power for the electrolyzer? Of course not. Gonna build it. Oops, is this reachable? It is. Build that up. And the electrolyzer also is going to have a manual switch. Good. From niobium. Yes. Oh, we open up here already. The heat is real. Good. In case you're tuning in now, the wheel spin is over. We already spun the wheel. We already spun the wheel. We spin the wheel. That's like saying, oh man, all this roadkill. Somebody runned over all the animals. So that's very wrong. We spun the wheel. And that is proper English. Not that I know what proper English is. But somebody, Matka, they won 50,000 coins, which is a bit sad. I was hoping for another Steam game, but we got the Steam game winnage the last time and the time before that, so we cannot have it every time, right? But I'm also hoping for the... I don't know what to use for Matka. I don't know either. Tell you what, I'm gonna research it if I don't forget. Yay, points, this head. I hope I don't forget. I'm gonna research what these points are. Pretty sure you can use them somehow. Pretty sure. And maybe the website tells you as well. But I'm gonna research it for you, since this is my wheel spin. And you're gonna start school again soon. And you gotta prepare. Don't waste your time. Prepare for the school. Get ahead of time. I'm sure they have the get ahead of time. I'm not sure that is an expression, but if you read the books that are there, the material, study material, if you read that, then you will be well prepared for class. That is the tip I can give you. I don't know many smart things, but I know this one smart thing. If you read books, then you know more. That is what I know. And if it's just learning language, that's also good. If it can be the stupidest book ever. No knowledge inside really. But if the grammar is correct and the words are there, you can learn these words. But that is, of course, not for native speakers. They will be bored out of their mind. But alright. And so keep focusing on the game. Because this is going great. This is really going nice. We got a temperature, we got water, more water than we need, And we're going to fill up this atmosphere with oxygen. Not that we need to. Definitely don't. But we want to. What I should really do is just leave here. Because we're done. I should leave with the duplicant, go back, fuel up the rocket. And is there room? Of course not. Blazenboy needs to enter this rocket and do some research in outer space. We don't have a plant, but we need one. Or do we? We don't even need a plant. Kind of want one. Let's get the animals out here. Get the animals out of there. There's only 3. I was suspecting one already died. Somebody took the meat. In time. Because there's no pollution here. And that is great. Oh, super clean. Super duper clean. Let's get a plant. Any plant is good. Can we grab one? Dum. Do we have a briar? Man, the plants here are so limited. It's just bluffs and mirth. That's all. Scalding, punct W44, don't get scalded. Built the electrolyzer. Built it up. Yeah, there are no other plants. There's just mirth leaves and bluff briars. So let's get in here. Get another one of these things. Which one is the shortest way? Here. Here we got one. Jim. Mirth leaf. Let's get it. Uproot. Priority 9. We're gonna put it in a rocket for kicks. What else do we need? Of course, we need food. We need food, otherwise we're gonna have a bad time here. Gonna have a horrible time. And water is not filled up either. Oops, and this is unreachable. Deconstruct, reconstruct. Can I help a ladder in? I mean, we could say, hold on. Could say, come on. Is what we could say. These are 2 pipe segments. Why? Let's just connect this up and call it good. Alright, and this is the water storage. No need for a reservoir. No need for the infinite storage. It's all good. Water is coming from here when I want it to come. Right, let's flip the switch. And extra water is going to go inside of that rocket. we have to make this different. Why is this looking like that? Let's do it like that. Cannot build for a moment there. Stop the intake of the oxygen for a brief moment. Wait, that didn't stop the intake of the oxygen. That facilitated the intake of the oxygen. Were we deleting oxygen? I think we were. Good, Punk W44 got scalded again. Because the work over there is hard. Let's heal up a little bit. And look at the gases. Kind of want to finish this before I run the pipe. Run the pump. Do I need to really? Can we do it now? I think we could start it up. Is the pipe... the last pipe segment is missing. Alright, one more time of scalding. And then we're gonna be fine. Right, oxygen is coming in. Water is not coming in. Good, let's get a bridge. You built this all. Make a bridge, rotate. Make it from obsidian. Good, and where's the water now? We're coming in. Coming in, going into this rocket, which will not take any water, is full. It's full of water. Right, and what's the temperature? -6 degrees. And what's the temperature here? 6 degrees. Water's at 6 degrees. Pipe's at -2 degrees. This is just an accident waiting to happen. Oh man. We need to run this before it breaks. Good. Water is coming in now. Fantastic, finally. Going to fill this up. With oxygen and water both. Good. Review the interior. How much oxygen do we collect really? It is 700 key per tile and it's 4 tiles. That should last us a little while at least. Pressure is correct. Is below 3 kilograms. Good. And here we're gonna put it in a mirth leaf. Plant it, priority 9. Good. This is already a great haul, but still. As all the Zupkin needs, just a great haul. Just that. Starving? Just go eat your food, dude. And this is now on the very limit. I don't see this food piling up. So that means we should make more bristleberries. And more sleet wheat. Yep, we should, but we don't. Hold on, maybe we're just gonna stop with the frost buns. Yeah, let's just stop the frost bun madness. Maybe that's why. Good. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Then bring some bristleberry sludge space food. We're gonna put it into a hauling point. Top of here. Right, let's check this out. Looking good. So when we stand here recreating ourselves, 0 rats per cycle. Beautiful. And another perfect build. Genius. Man, this auction not include player. Wow. This is a pure chance that it ended up this way. But you can send a duplicate for recreation, and then hopefully they will stand here. But it's not a guaranteed, actually. It's not a guaranteed. Let's do a ceramic carbureted tile here for when you get your water during recreation time. Good, and they have to refill it with brickine, with water. And that is also not possible unless we're somewhere on a colony. Inside a rocket, no can do. But here is an empty place. We could abuse this for power. Oh, and there is too much power. Let's get rid of the sticking out wire. Good. And I don't know if the four solar panels are enough for this telescope. I doubt it. It would be better to have a non-red belt engine here. And we might do that actually. That is a good idea. So we're gonna go somewhere, do our thing, and then we're gonna land here and replace the red belt engine with a steam engine. That's a better call. I don't know why I did this even. Good, and then we have room here to land with our Pioneer. Good. Will the duplicate be fine in here? Let's do 50 key, and that is 50 days of food, 50 cycles of food for 2 duplicates. That's what I found out last time. I'm not sure if it's true though. Let's find out. Let's do 100 key of you know what, the best berry sludge. Good. Make it sweep only so they don't steal it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good, they don't steal it from the sleepers. Because that may very well be. Good. Con artist for Ike is idle. Good news. Where we're gonna bring this berry sludge? In the refrigerator freezer? No, somebody took it. Put it somewhere. Probably in his mouth. Huh? So where is our berry sludge? Maybe I can find it by clicking on it. berry sludge. Of course, I can find my cleaning. 0.6 kilocalories. Total. Eh? Must be in a box somewhere. This is not... Wait, what? Rations? 239,000. What? Can I get another one? Can I get one that is not inside of there? Ah, here we go. Here's it 1.5 million. And somehow is getting delivered somewhere. Is half of it getting delivered out? Half of it is getting delivered out. Oh, that means we have tons and tons of berry sludge here. We don't. Oh, no, 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 of course not. Half of it is going to the sleepers and half of it is going there. Good. And they're going to grab their food over here where there should be a cuddle pip. But it died. Which is very sad. Look at the rooms. Wait, what? How is this not a... Oh. The plans somehow got wrecked? Whoops. Plans got wrecked here. We have to put in new plans, but they're not gonna plant them. I lost my nature reserve because I was getting rid of all this water here and did not take enough care. But it's alright, we have the summoning synthesizer and we don't need this nature reserve. And nature reserve even gives just plus morale. And we do have the highest morale possible anyhow. So we don't need it, but man, it hurts. I built this up with pips and now it's gone. Damn it. If you look at the room overlay, it would have looked great here. It would have looked great here in between with a different color. Can't be helped now, it's gone. Let's sweep this up. And fill up the rocket with food. How much are you taking? Nothing? Because your shift ended. Alright. Good for you. Is somebody else coming? Somebody else is just waiting on here. Pioneer Dr. Matka. Picked up 100 key. That is exactly the amount that I wanted. And how much is left there? Oh, this is only 400,000. So it's 40 days. Yeah, for a single duplicant, this should be 50 days worth of food. Let's see if that is really correct. View the interior. Turn down the volume of the music a little bit. Good. We delivered 100 key. And if we click it, we see it's 400,000 kilocal. Wait, what? Yes. Yes. A duplicant is eating 2,000 kilocalories per day. Two duplicants are eating 4,000 kilocalories per day. So this is 100 days worth of food for two duplicants. That means it should be 200 days worth of food for a single duplicant. If my math isn't off. Man, that took me long, but I got it in the end. And we're gonna change up the crew and we're gonna say not Shorshi, Blazenboy. Where are they? Gotta be here somewhere. Where are they? There they go. Blazenboy 1. Good. And Shorshi not. Did I untick them? Hopefully I did. Good. And now we could try and run this. So what can go wrong? 61 is 240 watts is not enough. Maybe we're just gonna bring more in. One more. Two more. Good. So this is then 240 plus 120 is 360 watts. Sometimes. And that is going to charge up the battery of the rocket while in space and while the duplicant is sleeping. So I don't know if we have enough energy. I don't know if we have enough power to run this telescope, but we're sure gonna try. If not, we might have to do something else. But I don't know what. Hold on, there is a room for something else. Here, another hanging plant. There's room for a hanging plant. But, that will not help. Just trying to figure out if I can put a wheel in here. Or yet another battery. I want a small battery here. Furniture power. Huh, that would fit. Oh, and we did not put in infrastructure behind the glass. This is a good call. It will... this is probably bad to call. It will let off more energy than it can store even. No, let's not. It's producing heat as well. It's already 34 degrees inside of here. Insulated liquid pipe. Why would we do that? There's no water? What the fuck? Hold on. I messed up the ins and out. Oh. I messed up the ins and out. That is not great, Pine. Good, we're going in here. And we're bridging over there. And we have to deconstruct the telescope after all. Good. That's my kind of blues we're listening to. That's the State of Decay blues. And it is gonna be played when the survivors all get wrecked by mutant zombies. Could put it in the bridge. And probably have to open this door for a moment. And this is actually one of my favorite musics there. Music attracts in State of Decay. So genius. But we're nearing the end of the stream. Let's do this last thing. Fill the rocket up with water and see how it goes even. Yep, we're wasting water. It's not waste water. Good. Connect this all up. We need a helper ladder. Put one there. Good. Connect this all up as it's supposed to be. Fantastic. Run over here. It's going out. It's going through. It's going in. Oh, this looks different. Does it have to look like that? Well, because of this door there. And since we do have the ladder, build this up. I don't think so. We need a ladder there. Maybe we can. Is that plastic? Sure, there's more plastic. Why not? Good. Right, this makes sense. But over here... what if I were to do something like that? Would that work? This looks like it could work, but it's actually not. Going through here. Coming from here, this is a nice riddle. I think this isn't good enough. Yeah, there is no way. There is no way. It's just a tile that's left. Good. Or bad rather. What if I had a bridge? Sure. Let's put in a bridge. Liquid bridge. Rotate. It's all greens. We're gonna be fine here. It's all greens. And we're gonna have a split here. Good. And there's then a last piece of water that can be had there. Could we go over here? Let's really overdo it. And have another bridge there. Yeah. But that is then the last piece of water. Fatcat says, thank you for the stream. I hope you catch you next time too. Yes, yes, yes. Hope to see you then. But yeah. That is then the last. I'm gonna wrap it up. We have water in the rocket. We're ready to go. Next episode, we're gonna go into space and to discover more thingies. And we're also gonna return with Punk W44. They did a fantastic job over here at the Naum Tamer. So that is exciting. We're pumping out gas here. Vacuum this out. It's gonna be all fantastic. Good. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for chiming in. I'm gonna see you next time. Have a good day and a good night.